Hello everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Okay, let me just set this aside. Guys, as you can see, it's a different total scenery. I feel like this camera is okay. Can I just fix it? Sorry, it was more on the other side. I think I'm happy now with it. All right, guys, thank you so much to everyone who's been watching my videos. I would really like some reviews as to what content I should share with you guys. I know that the marriage content is literally being shared by everyone who's getting married. It's like a thing on YouTube, but it's like also everything else. It's like people giving birth, labor stories, and all of that. The wonderful thing is that we all have different stories. They're definitely not the same, and one can learn a thing or two. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please click the button below, the red button, and subscribe. I promise you that you will enjoy the content that I will be uploading. I will try also to be consistent with uploading the videos, and I would also try to feature my husband in it, even though it will take a lot of convincing for me to do that, guys. Yeah. But anyway, it's literally like the second week since I got married. I'm literally this excited, guys. I'm so excited. I got married on the 9th of April, so I'm just gonna do a quick life updates. Nothing much, nothing hectic. I got married on the 9th. Initially, our wedding day was supposed to be on the 5th of March. Because of lockdown, we had to move the dates to the 9th. I'm so glad, so glad that we were able to have the number of guests that we initially wanted, even though it was a last minute change. I'm so grateful that people were able to attend the wedding, because it was on a Friday, guys. It's a thing. It's a thing. Uh, I'm gonna tell you right now, do it. People are gonna come through. Just do that wedding on a Friday, because initially when we were looking for a venue with my partner, with my hubby, um, we were checking prices and all, and we actually realized that there was a price difference of like 20 to 30,000 rand between a weekday and a Saturday, a weekday and a weekend, something like that. So we were like, no, we can actually save money if we do it on a Friday. So that's what we did. We decided that we're going to have a wedding on a Friday because it made more financial sense to us. Yeah, and we had our wedding on a Friday. People respected the theme, even though it was last minute. People came through, they took leave, which we are so grateful for. That we do not take it for granted. People came through with gifts, which we are so honored, and we loved each and every gift, even though the tricky part is that people who bought us gifts, I think there was about 7 or 8 or more gifts we couldn't acknowledge and say thank you to the people who gave us because they were not written the names. But anyway, that's the mistake that you guys shouldn't do whenever you attend the wedding, because we really like to acknowledge and say thank you to our guests for the gifts. We don't want to look like we're just ungrateful, so it's very important. And to my guests who attended the wedding, who are watching this YouTube channel and who bought us a gift and never wrote their name down, thank you so much. We truly appreciate from the bottom of our hearts. All right, let's get into it. So preparation time before the 9th. I think, guys, I was so looking forward to get married on the 5th of March, and life happened. Life happened, and we couldn't because of lockdown, mainly because of lockdown. But I'm also grateful because some delays are good, because they give you time to do some things that you were not prepared to do, especially financially. All right. Okay, so generally, I would say weddings are very pricey, but also you choose what kind of wedding you want to have. So you can have a reasonable wedding, which is great, and you can also have um, an expensive wedding if you want. Uh, we all have choices, and that's the day that you'll never rewrite again. So you choose if you still gonna stick to your simplicity and you're gonna love it in years to come, go for it. I think the most important thing that I've learned about preparations and all is that with everything you just need to be content. Whenever you're choosing a dress, whenever you're choosing a ring, whenever you're choosing anything that pertains to your wedding, the decor and all, it needs to be you. It needs to be you. You literally do not need any influences. You don't need people clouding your judgment. Yes, there's good advice, and there's people who would want to tell you what to do, and you find that it's really not what you would have liked to have on the day. So I would say get the advices, but also make sure that whatever decision, final decision that you make, it comes really from you and you love it, because you're not going to be able to rewrite it. Okay, so go for the dress that you want, go for the ring that you want, go for the decor that you want, the cake that you want, the outfits, your bridesmaids. Make sure that you have a word or two with what they're going to have. I mean, with what they're going to wear on the day, because guys, they literally representing you. So yeah, and also don't have anyone in mind when you choosing things like your dress or something, or what are they going to think or what. No, let it let it be about you, let it be about your choice. And if you have doubts, if you need someone to affirm you, get people that you know that they are for you and they've got your best interest at heart. They will tell you the truth. If they think it's too simple, you need to still add something to make it glamorous. But I would say make sure that it's just your decision, it's your choice. Okay, because you don't want to be standing there and be like, oh, I look like Tuli, or I look like I wouldn't have went for this. I got an advice that clouded my judgment. You don't want that. Cut it, girls. Go for what you want, and you look at your pictures and be happy because you went for what you want. Okay, cool. And then, sorry, I'm a bit fluish. And then also, what I've learned on the journey is that it is very stressful. It is so stressful because when you're getting closer to the day of the wedding, you're literally spending a lot of money. Like, there's just money is just coming out of your account. Like, I don't know. I don't even know how to describe it. So you must be prepared for that. You must be emotionally prepared for that there are just other expenses that will just come up and you need to take care of them. So I would say if you had a budget of like 150,000 rand, just add a 10 grand or 20 grand on top of that, that you will need for extra needs as you prepare for the day, the actual day. And then, because what I've learned is that I'm recording. What? Baby, what do you want? Okay, sorry about that. So, what I've learned is that it puts a lot of strain between you and a partner. I think you need to know that it's not personal. It's really stressful. As much as it is stressful to you that you're spending a lot of money, it's also stressful to your partner that they're spending a lot of money. So you need to understand that you guys are literally facing the same situation. you guys are in the same position. So chances are the stress levels that you have, he's also experiencing the same. So you need not to take anything personal in that period, because um you can I don't know, you can just it can just disturb everything, and it can take away your happiness, because you'll start questioning if really is this necessary, do I still need to proceed and all of that. And to be honest, it's not necessary for you to be that dramatic during that period, because everyone is under a lot of stress. So if anything, your partner is also going through the same stress levels that you're going through. So don't take anything personal, sis. Please don't. um I've learned that as well, to say, we are all stressed, guys, we are all stressed. If I lash right now, please don't take it personal. And if he lashes, I also try not to take it personal, because I understand that it's the space and time and everything that is going on that is literally causing the whole frustration. So yeah, that's that. So make sure that you try to keep your calm or cool all the time. Yes, it's not easy, but you guys can take turns in stressing each other. It cannot be a both of you. So when one is lashing, one needs to come down. When one is down, is also have when one also has high stress levels, one also needs to come down and understand that it's just a situation and it's not personal. In that way it will help you to even enjoy your wedding day, because you don't go there with an attitude that, this one, he stressed me yesterday and whatnot. So more than anything, I was intentional about being present and happy on my wedding day. I also, my friends kept telling me, girl, we don't want to see a grumpy bride out here. We don't want to see that. We want to see a happy bride all throughout. So I had that also in my mind, to say, you know what, I really need to be happy, and forget about everything else. So hey guys, oh wow. Okay, so I'll tell you what happened. So that was that before the preparations. It's the money parts, that if you had a budget of 150, add a 20 or 10,000 rand extra for extra expenses, so that you don't go through a lot of stress. And then it's also the managing the stress levels between you and your partner during that stressful time of planning just before the wedding, and understanding that there's nothing personal. It's just the stress levels for both of you all, and take time out. Take time out to literally think about the step that you're going to take. I feel like I did a lot of that actually. If I can tell you, I literally went out, I think, by myself 2 or 3 times, sat at a restaurant, which is something that I wouldn't do on a normal basis. And I thought about everything. I thought about everything. Where we started, where our relationship is at, everything that's going on. How am I feeling? It's like I was doing a bit of a check-in Yana, as to, okay, girl, are you fine? Are you happy? Are you excited? What's happening? So I had those moments, and I feel like they're very important. If it were for me, actually, it wasn't going to be just restaurants. Also, I would go for like a massage, a pampanyana, before the actual wedding day, so that I can, rejuvenate and think about everything. And yeah, so I did have those little moments, which I appreciate that I had time to myself, because when I got home, there was no time for that, to be honest. I literally had to answer. The moment you get home, they're asking you about something that pertains to the wedding day. You need to be sober minded. You need to respond. And the days where you're like, no, guys, can you just give me a break? Don't ask me anything about Linyalo, Kishap, you know? So I did that. Literally went out 2 or 3 times, sat at a restaurant, had my favorite desserts, thought about everything, and I also used that opportunity to write my vows because I just didn't want to like a rushed thing of okay, let me quickly write this, you know. Yeah, but even though it was not literally that one day where I wrote my vows, I think it was, I literally wrote them on different days. There were some lines that I wrote when I was at church. I don't know why the inspiration, I don't know where was the inspiration coming from, but yeah. So that was that. So that's everything before the wedding day, but other than that it was so relaxed thanks to COVID, because we didn't have a situation where we were not sleeping comfortable, or I was comfortable all throughout. Yeah, so I was relaxed. Even though my wedding was at 11 o'clock, yes guys, I was late, yes. um but it it was great, to be honest. It was awesome. I was so calm. There was just, I don't know, but I didn't have nerves for some reason. I wasn't, guys, I don't know, but I was very calm on the day. And I think it was because I intentionally told myself that I need to be calm and happy. That's that. I was calm. I was calm. I didn't have nerves whatsoever. I think the only time I cried, it was when I walked down the aisle, just when I got to my husband, and when my uncle handed me over. That's when I was like, reality is knocking. Gang, 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 gang. This is my partner forever. Gang, 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 gang. Then I went, bleh, tears. Yeah, I cried. But it was also for like a short period of time. Even though I'm a crier, I kept on crying here and there. But most of the time, guys, it was excitement and happiness. Even those tears were tears of joy. So, yeah, the wedding happened. Walked out of my home, which was also precious, guys. It was something that I was not looking forward to, but it was awesome. Was driven to the venue with had my family supporting me, driving with me to the venue. And it was a garden wedding. We had our matrimonial at the garden, so it was awesome. I'm so grateful for a good weather, and I'm so glad that God answered my prayer. I did not invest myself that much in prayer, guys, when praying for the weather, but I was like, God, Mos, can you please make the things happen, because the garden needs a beautiful and sunny weather. So please hook me up with that. And he did that for me, which I'm grateful. It was an awesome day. Um, oh, it was lovely, guys. I actually still can't believe that it's done, it's gone. Hence, it is very important for you to be present with every moment. Like, you need to be present so that you don't wonder what happened there, what happened there. Okay, this went by so quick. So, enjoy, have fun. Um, yeah. So I had one drama. I know that they usually say there's definitely something that's gonna go wrong. Oh well, on my side, it was my MC. So I call my MC on the day and I'm like, hi, how are you? Can you please start telling people to sit down and all of that? Because people were busy in jail walking around and we wanted to start. So I was like, can you please tell people to sit down as we're about to start? So we just want to walk in and start with the whole thing, because we are already like an hour late. I think we were 45 minutes late, guys. We were not that bad. We were already at the venue. We were just waiting for my father-in-law. Yeah, don't. I'll tell you that story. So yeah, so he was like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, I are you not at the venue? Are you not at Tabo? And he was like, "No, isn't the wedding tomorrow?" And I'm like, "No, I sent you the program. I sent you the date. I sent you everything." Guys, black people are used to weddings happening on a Saturday. Like, literally, that guy had everything. He had a program, he had Tabo had everything. But guess what? He still thought the wedding was on a Saturday. He did not pitch. And I still did not allow that to get to me because I was like, okay, I'm about to get married to the love of my life. Okay, let's do this. Sizabona kopile gore go etsagalang, guys. So that was that. That's how I learned that my MC did not make it, by calling him and asking him. So luckily, I have brothers, Moz. I have awesome brothers. So my one of my brother was part of the band and organizing the whole band thingy. So I asked both of them, and then my other brother as well was there. He was attending the wedding. I asked him, dude, I'll need your help because this guy didn't make it. He didn't come. He thought the wedding was tomorrow. So yeah, I need your help with conducting the reception. And he was like, okay, we'll see, we'll do this, fine, don't stress about it. And guys, it turned out to be very wonderful, you know. It turned out to be great. I do not regret anything about it. It was awesome. They conducted the wedding very well, so I'm happy with everything that happened. I'm glad with everything that happened because I really don't know what was God protecting me from. The Mzalane out of me is coming out. But yeah, that was that. We had fun. It was great. Had the matrimonial, lovely, beautiful wedding vows that I can't get over even today. One thing that stood out for me, my husband was so happy, guys. He was so happy. I think that on its own melted my heart. It was like, oh baby, it means you're not like questioning yourself about this decision. So for me, seeing him happy, it was like, making me even more happier. So his energy was just great because uh I ended up also having a very like great and nice energy. So when I saw him doing this and being excited, and I was also like, yeah, we are doing this thing. So we had our traditional outfits, which was my husband's choice, and I'm so glad that I went with that because honestly, I wasn't for that, but I'm excited and happy that I'm glad that I listened to him because it turned out to be very beautiful. We'll share the pictures as well. And we had a lovely wedding day, guys. So yeah, that is my life update. So it's been great. And I don't know how to answer questions of how's marriage life. No, guys, it's too soon for me to answer those questions. Please, can you just give us a year or two, then we'll do another life update, on how are we finding marriage life. And I'm sure it will be so useful, but for now I feel like no, there's really nothing that we can really like share to say, oh, marriage life, it's like this and that. No, so we really need to be authentic and talk about, things that we'll be building, and looking forward to more days of happiness. And yeah, that's all from me. Signing out, Mrs. Rams. Please do not forget to subscribe and like and comment. Love you guys. Thank you. Cheers. Bye.